Hello, baby. Where are you going? Home to change your nappy?
No, actually, I was just going to the kennel to see your mum.
Sure.
Right, baby.
Hello, baby. Where are you going? Home to change your nappy?
I'm not a baby, but I don't wear nappies.
Freak.
What do you think you're looking at? What's wrong with you? You sick perv, stop staring at me!
Why are you looking at our friends?
What are you doing, robot boy?
Wrong with that? Disgusting. So disgusting.
Wrong with that? Disgusting. Sick, dirty little pervert. So disgusting. What's the matter with you? This is what you get when you do stuff like that.
Oh, come on. We've got to go. No.
We've got to call this one.
I was in the classroom, and there was a girl in front of me, and she was tapping my foot, accidentally sort of thing. So I kicked her back, kind of thing, thinking she'd, and then realising sort of maybe that I'd made a mistake. Sort of as she looked up and I looked up, I smiled. So because I didn't want to sort of come across nasty or horrible, I just smiled instead. But then I left the classroom, and that's when she started saying to everyone, saying that I touched her up, and that so basically as simple as that, really. And that went on throughout the whole day. I think it was the next day that, after school, as we were walking out the main entrance, someone came up behind me and kicked me. I luckily managed to stay on feet rather than fall to the floor. But I didn't know what to do. I just sort of turned around and just continued walking as if nothing happened, sort of thing. A few name calls, don't know what, can't remember. But luckily they didn't follow me home or anything, but yeah.
Spastic, retard, old face, little freak, multitude, really. Every swear name with every other word you could think of, I think I've probably been called at some time or another.
How I coped at school was, and throughout all of my schooling, because I went to 3 different schools, was I coped by being very compliant and very, I developed slave-and-master type relationships where I'd be totally allow the other person to dominate, control and abuse me.
I'd be walking down the street and somebody would pull my shorts and knickers down, and I'd be standing there half naked in the street, and even though I was sort of 12, 13, I mean that's a very horrible thing to have done to you. People would graffiti on the bus shelter, like sort of anti-robbing graffiti.
For instance, there was one boy who was my best friend, who was my worst friend. I never had any my best friends were my worst friends, because I was just open myself to be taken advantage of. So on one occasion I remember planning to burgle my parents' house because my friend said it would be a good idea. So I just went along with that plan.
I stayed home for a few days while Mum contacted the school. And yeah, so it was basically stayed home for a few days, and even one of the teachers said like he shouldn't have smiled, whereas I think if they understood it as well, it would have helped the scenario as well. So yeah, it was a yeah.
And how did it make you feel?
Horrible. Singled out and stuff. Like this. So.
Feelings are very complicated for people with Asperger's syndrome because our feelings can be very fragmented and compartmentalised. So at the time I was so split and cut off from my feelings, but deep down I know I felt a sense of almost annihilation. I felt a complete inhuman, not human.